It's a mirror on the wall that we look at and we can see ourselves accurately. That's what the dashboard allows us. It's an accurate reflection of how we're doing year over year, and how we're doing compared to other cities and other communities that are comparable or we choose to see as competitive markets. And it'll give us a very sound ability to track and actually manage our trajectory forward.
This is data from a trusted source, and they can get a sense of what this community is and what it looks like from their living rooms or from their offices. And this again provides data from a trusted source, and I don't know how I need to just continue emphasizing that. This ratchets down the rhetoric, it stops the ideology, and it talks about the facts, and it's facts that should inform our decision making.
I think any time there's again, data-driven information that can drive people's choices, I think it creates value. So again, if you have a business who's looking at relocating into Southern Arizona, or even a family that's looking at coming, if there's something available for them to compare and contrast against a potential other location that they're looking at considering, or that they might think about going to, I think the Indicators Project can potentially fill a void in providing some of that information out there to the general public.
It will also be helpful because we'll know where our strengths are, and we can use the map to say, here's our strengths as we market the community, and we'll know where our weaknesses are, and we can use the map to say, okay, here's areas as a community we need to focus on.
One of the real exciting parts of this to me is that when I think about how we're going to define the future of Southern Arizona, I'm convinced that our uniqueness, one of our most important uniquenesses will be our ability to find this regional common ground of who we are, what we have in common, and who we want to be. And I think the fact that we're all going to have access to this valuable data that's going to support these outcomes, it's a positive step in those directions, in my opinion.
Well, everyone in the community wants to improve our community, and I think one of the things that makes us so excited about the dashboard is it gives us a common set of data to measure how we're doing as a community. You get what you measure, and having data that we know is trusted from a reliable source like the University of Arizona's Eller College, that's really important. It gets us all on the same page, all looking at the same information.
I think that what we have here is an example of the kind of cross-sector coordination when you think about the Community Foundation, Southern Arizona Leadership Council, and the University of Arizona all coming together. You have represented just in those three, business community, you have education, and you also have the social services and health and wellness community all represented there. It's that kind of cross-sector coordination that is essential to create the very best environment that we need for economic development, and also to be able to help us to be able to acquire and fill the jobs of today and tomorrow.
We're always using comparables to try to compare ourselves to other metropolitan areas. And it's nice to finally have metrics that are going to be developed that are statistically valid, so that we can actually have an apples-to-apples comparison.
I think that a lot of these indicators will help us in identifying perhaps solutions or initiatives that we can all be working on to better our community.